Okay, Sandite friends. So, continuing on with comparing or ordering decimals. So, let's put some in order. And we've got four sets of numbers: 33.6, 34.01, 33.44, and 34. So, one thing you might keep in mind is that whenever you're dealing with a whole number and you don't see a decimal, the decimal is always at the end. So it's actually 3, 4 decimal. And always read the directions, because the directions are going to tell you the order that they should be put in, whether it's least to greatest or greatest to least. In this case, we're going to go from least to greatest. And carrying on with our race theme, what I like to do is to rewrite the numbers in a vertical fashion. So if I do 3.6, 4.01, and if you line up the decimals, it makes it a whole lot easier. The 33.44, and last the 3, 4 decimal. Okay, and anywhere where you have a gap, just fill in with a 0. Okay, and just glancing over at the directions again, I'm going least to greatest. So meaning the smallest number first to the biggest number. So here we go. The race is on. I look at these first numbers and they're all 3. So far the race is tied. Okay, so I go to my next set of numbers. I've got a 3 and a 4 and a 3 and a 3. And since I'm going for the smallest number, these 4s aren't even going to be in the race anymore. So I'm just going to kind of ignore those guys and just go with these 2 here. So I'm tied here. I'm tied at the 3. There's the decimal. I kept it lined up. Okay. And here's a 4 versus a 6. So since we're going least to greatest, that 4 just beat out the 6. So we're going to put this one in first place. And since it's in first place, it's not in the race anymore. It's already won. Okay? Now, looking back at the numbers, 3 were tied. Remember, the 4s, we're kind of ignoring those, so we only have one more that has a 3 in the ones place. So that means that number just came in second place, and it's out of the race. So it's between these 2, going least to greatest. It's 3. We're tied. We're still tied at the 4s in the ones place. We're tied at the tenths place, a 0 versus a 0. We go to the hundredths place, a 0 versus the 1. The 0 is smaller than the 1, so it has to be in third place. It is smaller. So we just put that one in the third place. So it means that this 3.4.01 must be the biggest number or the greatest number according to the directions. So in this race, it came in fourth or in last place. So that's just kind of the way I like to do it. If you're a visual type of person, and if you can visualize it, this 3, the 3s, the second 3s versus, you might get to the point where you can do that easily. But to me, it's just easier to write it up and down like this. So give me a second and I'll do another one.